The most powerful question that will transform your relationship and your students' relationship to mathematics is, what are you counting? All the way starting from arithmetic, connecting through to algebra, this one question leads to powerful thinking. So let's take a look at where that starts. When I look at a number such as 3, I know that this number is 3. I can see that quantity is 3. I represent that with this numeral. That 3 means something though. That underlying that is a count. I have 1 and 1 and 1. To have 3 is to have 3 of these. So when I have 3, I have 1 and 1 and 1, or I have 3 of these 1s. So what are we counting? We're counting 1s. And how many 1s do we have? 3 of them. Let's count something else. Let's count 5s. Well, here's 1 5. This is one of these 5s. I want to count this quantity of 5. I have 1 of them. Well, if I double that, I now have 2 5s. What are we counting? We're counting 5s, and we have 2 of them. We have 2 of these 5s. We can think about that. We can think about this number and think about changing that count. Well, if I had 1 5, just this 1 5 was to have 5 1s. Now, to have double the amount of 5s is to have double the amount of 1s. I'm moving into relational thinking. I'm changing what I'm counting by using what I know to help me figure out what I don't yet know. If 1 5 is 5, then 2 5s is double the amount. That's 10 1s. 1 5 was 5 1s. 2 5s, that's 10 1s. Let's continue to count 5s. Let's double the amount of 5s. We now have twice as many 5s, or double 5. We have 4 5s. We have double the amount of 1s. We've doubled the amount of 5, so I have 4 5s now, which gives me twice the amount of 1s. I have 20 1s. We're changing what we're counting. What were we counting? We were counting 5s, but we can choose to count other things. We're now counting 1s. Let's extend this. Now, moving away from whole numbers, let's think about what else can we count? Well, if I have a count of this, I have counts of 1/6. Let's first think about what that even means. What is a sixth? Well, I have a whole that's been split into 6 equal parts. To have 1/6 is to have a whole, this measure is 1, and I'm splitting it into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. Each of these parts is 1/6. Now, let's think about when I have something that looks like this. This says 6/6, but what is it actually counting? It's actually counting 1/6. It's to have 6 of those 1/6, or 6/6. To have 6/6 is to have 1 whole. So when we understand count, we can even consider count in terms of fractional expressions as well. That there's something being counted. That this number is 6, this numeral, that this numeral might be 6, but this number is actually 1/6. And that's important, that distinction to understand what you're actually counting, that matters. This transfers and connects to our count of whole numbers. We're now just counting 1/6, and I happen to have 6 of them. Well, what if I were to have twice as many? What if I were to double this amount of 6s? If I were to have 2 wholes, we would be able to have double the amount of 6. We would have 12 of those 6s. 6/6 gave us 1 whole, 12/6 gives us 2 wholes. Well, I can even reason further. What if I want to figure out a half? What would 3/6 be equivalent to? Well, let's think about how this compares. I have 6/6 was our 1 whole. My 3/6 is half as much. It's half as many 6s. Therefore, it's equal to 1/2. This connects when I have an algebraic expression. If I have this, for example, and I ask, what are we counting? Now I see I'm counting A's, and I have 4 of them. To have this is to have a count of A's. I could express it this way. I have 4 of these A's. What are you counting connects from arithmetic with whole numbers through fractions to algebra, and we do not have to change to find some new procedure to follow, some trick to consider. We're actually just thinking about number. The underlying nature of number is that there's something being counted. This one question is the beginning to thinking about mathematics in an interconnected way, seeing the discipline as it grows and is beautifully intertwined. It is the basis for beginning to think about number and to begin reasoning. So we have put together for you a reasoning roadmap, free to download on our website. I'll include the link as well in the description. This reasoning roadmap, we are so excited to share with you, carries several of these concept studies that grow all the way from whole numbers to arithmetic, so we can see how what are you counting is a powerful beginning to a whole new world of mathematics for you and your learners. Check it out.